estimates all your food wasting hundreds of dollars. But our solution is the Food Safe. It's a kit that has all the materials you need to protect your cabinet and your food. I hope you enjoy our presentation.
Look at this mess. How can we fix this?
How can we fix this?
Look, all of this food is ruined.
As hundreds of dollars down the drain.
If only there was a way to prevent this.
With the Food Safe, now you can. For the low price of 2 payments of $30, you can buy the Food Safe.
For this kit, you get 3 cans of spray seal, a ratchet strap, and 2 rolls of weatherproofing seal.
Usually all of this would cost $80. How does this amazing product work?
Let me show you.
We have this previously made cabinet with food in it. Look at how simple it is to apply. Just apply the strips on where you open and close the doors. Spray the seal all over the cabinet. Install the ratchet strap. Tighten the ratchet strap like this. Now we dump the box in water as if it was in a flood. Stay still. Now we remove the ratchet strap. Now we cut the seal. And as you can see how the different layers of coating protect from E. coli, Giardiasis, and crypto.
Norvius, Shigella, MSRA,
Animal feces, dead carcasses, oil, and leptospirosis are just some of the bacteria found in floodwater. So protect your food from that and protect yourself from a tetanus shot. Thank you!
See how easy it is?
Looks like it'd take a few minutes to apply. It also looks like it can cover 2 cabinets and maybe more.
Buy now and start an extra can of spray seal for free.
You can get 4 cans of spray seal, a ratchet strap, and 2 rolls of weatherproofing seal.
All this for only 2 payments of $30.
Protect your food and valuables.
Keep your food safe. Buy the Food Safe.
Now we have some
Disease caused by floodwater.
starting out with Giardiasis. Giardiasis lives inside the body, laying eggs, causing abdominal pain and diarrhea.
This is crypto. Crypto is the most common waterborne disease, including a possible parasite in the U.S. Crypto is contained inside a hard outer shell, which protects it from stronger chemicals.
Norovirus. Norovirus is a highly contagious virus that causes severe painful stomachache and intestinal inflammation. Also, leptospirosis. Leptospirosis lives inside the victim's body for 5 to 30 days without the victim even knowing it. One effect of this disease is fever, and these symptoms are similar to those of flymaria and typhoid.
There also is
MRSA, which lives inside a healthy person and
1 minute.
can cause joint and blood diseases, which can cause pneumonia.
Shigella. Shigella is rarely fatal but may require hospitalization. Effects include fever, severe bloody diarrhea, and severe stomach cramps.
E. coli. E. coli can cause urinary infections, breathing illnesses, diarrhea, pneumonia, and other illnesses that could cause hospitalization in young children and the elderly.
Thank you for your time and consideration. I hope you enjoyed our presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, the 2 experts, which are Tony Bradbury and Mark Rosenblum, and we also went to a lot of different websites and we found out a lot about floods and contaminated floodwater, so then we came up with the idea to make the cabinet, which helps protect and save you money.
Also, as a robotics club, we also went to Monsanto to learn a little bit about their robots and what they do.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So what you learned, I guess it's pretty applicable, your solution around here, because we have flooding in Missouri, right? That happens a lot. How'd you come up with the idea of the flood box?
Well, we came up with a few different ideas. Like, we had an idea of like a box to protect different things, and then we just kept researching ideas about what's the best way to protect your things from water, and then we just kept giving ideas, and then we figured out the box idea.
We thought this would help the the most people of all the ideas.
Did you research on the spray? Is it non-toxic?
And it has strong sealing power, but it is harmful if you inhale it or swallow it, though.
Is that only when it's wet?
Yes. When it's wet and you inhale it or swallow it, that's the stain. When it's dry, it's different.
Okay.
So, what have you considered what it would cost to build those? Any thoughts about that?
Two payments of $30.
Okay, that's if you sold it, right? But what about what about if you like to produce them? Do you know what it would cost to make a box like the one you got?
I believe it was around 75 to 80 with the prototype. But with this, we were spraying a lot and trying to figure out the best way. So we did use a lot of cans of spray seal on this. But once we figured out a way, it probably we could get the cost down to $60.
So you're not trying to make a profit on this?
Not really, no. We're trying to help people.
So once you came up with your solution, because you said you worked on a few different ideas to try to come up with the best solution. Once you have, it looks like you came up with your best solution here. Did you share that with anybody?
Yes. We not only interviewed Tony Bradbury, we also shared this with him. He is a contractor.
Okay.
We also shared it with our families.
Okay. What kind of feedback did you get? What did they say? Did they? I guess specifically, did they give you any ways they thought it could be improved, or?
I believe he said he really liked it. The only improvement he said was with the spray seal that we did use and all the spray seal that we used in it. But that was just because we were trying to figure out a way that it could be sealed completely without leaking. So that was the only way to get the cost down.
So what do you think was the most creative aspect of your whole project?
I would probably say that it was the whole pulling out all of our special things like crypto and all of the diseases.
1 minute, judges.
I just think it was a good touch to make it a bit more creative because we'd always do the presentation and it would be too short, so we all decided to add something that would make it a bit better in our opinions, which I guess that the result was pretty good.
This way we could also show a lot of what we learned and all the diseases that we have here.
I like your pictures of your diseases on each one. That's kind of cool.
You know, that was I searched them online, and like my
Okay.
mom is a doctor, so she's like, draw this one, it looks nice. So then I sat there and drew on them.
Okay. Did you have fun this year?
Yes.
Yes.
Lots of fun.
You gonna do it again next year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you end up being the only guy on the team? You're a smart guy, I can tell.
Thank you very much. You parents can enter, exit right out this door.
Starting off with Rebecca Kirby.
I can flip this coin 3 times. Next up is Ruby. I can name all of these shapes. Rectangle, oval, rectangle, triangle, a raindrop, a square, and a raindrop.
Next is Sarah May.
I can swallow this pickle without chewing it.
Next is Sarah Zimmerman.
I can make it rain.
Next is Emily Hood.
I'm a ventriloquist. How you doing? I'm good.
Next is Joe.
I train frogs, and they can stand up by themselves.
Next up
Is
I
Sanjana.
can juggle.
Next is Hannah
I'm a
Zimmerman.
magician. I can make this
1 minute
rabbit
warning.
disappear.
Now, teacher, who is our winner?
Everyone
won's the winner.
Yay!
Here's the trophy for all of you.
Yeah, chocolate.
Oh my gosh.
Put them chocolate.
That was hilarious.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
You.
30 seconds.
So one of the things we did for teamwork was we actually took spaghetti and marshmallows and we had to build a house with a door and a window using the raw spaghetti and marshmallows. And another thing that just happened is our board actually flew away for the wind, so we used teamwork to recover all of our pieces.
With the spaghetti and marshmallows, we just got to know each other, so we started, that was like a get to know you activity as a team.
Very good. Tell us about the skit, how you came up with that, just on the fly, and
It was kind of, I saw the apple, so I immediately thought like teacher, school.
When we saw the bunny rabbit, we thought it may be a magic act.
And there were so many random objects in there that kind of went along with school, we decided, hey, why not a school talent show?
What would you still do FLL if there were no awards?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay,
Really
why?
I think it's really fun and it allows you to be really creative and experiment with a bunch of different things. So I just like the experience of it.
Yeah, and you get to interact with different people.
I also learn things, like I learn new things each season.
I honestly like it because I like math and science too. And the one thing was, at first I didn't know, well, I knew some of these people, they used to go to my school, but then you sort of became like a whole friendship group that you all know each other perfectly. And I just loved, and it was really nice, and I loved learning things from all of them.
It's a really good learning influence too, because I've been in it for 2 years, and I have a large interest with computers, and now I'm starting to want to get a job in technology when I'm older, maybe learn some code or something to program computers. And I'm pretty sure that started by blossoming off from FLL.
I really loved my team. It was a lot of fun to get to know everyone, and it's just a lot of fun.
oh sure.
That took so long.
How did your team decide on your name? Is this the first year that you used this name, MindTwisters, or
Yes.
how did you decide on your name?
Actually, me and Danny back in 3rd grade, this is Danny over here, we did a creative convention where we took recycled materials and we made, I think it was like a sports place that year. And our name was MindTwisters, and then when we found out that it was Nature's Fury this year, we thought that's a perfect name, so we just reused it.
Oh, very good. So one guy on the team. How do you work together as a team to make sure everybody participates and is integrated into the team?
Well, we use everybody's ideas, so he kind of just joins in. Even though we're all girls, he's still a team member and he still contributes.
We also have to make sure to make things not too girly.
Yeah. It's not like gender really matters that much in this team, because we're all friends, and I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much to me, and I don't know if it matters to everyone else or not, but I mean, if I was stuck on a team of dudes, I wouldn't really care. I wouldn't really care that much. I can work with anyone basically. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all worked with Joe pretty well, and Joe, I hope you worked well with us.
All right, so tell us about a problem that you had on your team and how you resolved it.
I think it was a problem we had, actually this happened like a few minutes ago literally. We were in our presentation and we have this Flex Seal spray, and then they asked us, is this toxic or not, and we got really afraid. So we forgot, and then we were like all looking at the can and we're like, it's harmful if ingested while wet. So that was one of the problems we ran into.
Yeah. And then another problem we had in building our project is we were trying to find a seal that would help seal. We made a waterproof cabinet, so we were trying to find a seal that would help seal it completely. So we all worked as a team and we were all researching and looking for the perfect seal, and we ended up getting the right seal.
The first seal that we used kind of destroyed our weatherproofing strips, so we had to buy new ones.
Okay, if you saw something happen to another team and you thought it wasn't fair, what would you do and why? 1 minute warning, Joe.
Well, what we did actually today is one team some of the programs got messed up, so we let them borrow our programming code to let them use it to program.
And earlier they had that, what was that, progress thing? And they were getting confused because they built it wrong, so then we let them use our packet to help us build it and told us what was wrong. And I think a bunch of teams also helped us, like our board just flew away too. And so like some teams are very nice and let us borrow like glue and tape. So if they treat us this way, we should obviously treat them that way.
We would just try and make sure that we could help them in any way possible to get them to what they need to be.
Joe, what was the most fun you've had as part of the overall competition?
I like working it was actually fun.
That's time. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We're the MindTwisters. We're 11498, and our team consists of
Sabah, Joan, Rebecca,
Danielle,
Sanjana,
Sarah.
Emily.
Hannah,
Sarah.
And actually,
So first we have Hannah talking about the stability of our robot.
Our robot is made with these stabilizing beams, so our robot stays together, and we built our arm out so that we can grab the loops and loop them with our different attachments and reach over some of the other loops and hit things.
our robot is very compact so that it can move easily around the board. And we also built it very durable so that if one piece comes out of the robot, the entire robot won't fall apart.
This robot is also has areas like where you're supposed to charge it. They're easily in an area where you don't have to take apart the robot to charge it and load new programs and put on new items.
This robot has 3 wheels. 2 wheels are in the front and 1 wheel is in the back. The 1 wheel is the pivot wheel, and the pivot wheel helps the robot keep balance and turn smoothly.
Our robot goes through 6 missions, which are the ambulance and the green guy, the plane and tsunami, the dog and cat, the water, the trees, and the loops to the red base. And we chose these missions because they best fit our robot's design.
I'm going to be talking about the different attachments. This attachment consists of 2 rods, which is used for going around and grabbing the loops. The reason we have 2 rods is so that if one of the rods doesn't get any of the loops we're going for, the other rod might be able to get it.
I'll talk about the other attachments. This attachment right here helps us slide loops and other things to areas, and then in here you can attach this right here, like take the actual piece off and then put this in, and then it helps keep the item that you're supposed to take enclosed to help keep it off.
And our attachments are really easy because right here you can detach the stuff and attach the stuff easy, quick, fast. I'm going to talk about the light sensor that we have. So if we don't get the green toy, what we do is the light sensor senses the black line over there, and instead of like getting it, it gets it with light sensing.
Now for the programming, we used it, so with each mission, we were able to use the same attachment easily for each mission, so we didn't have to keep changing the attachments. And we made it so we could combine missions, and that starts out with getting the ambulance and green guy. Luckily, if that happens, we have our backup one on each side. So what we do is we keep this on. We put the bar across like this.
I start asking you guys some questions now?
Yeah. Yes. Do you want me to start?
Actually, here. Show me how easily you can change the attachment.
All I gotta do is pull it off, and then put it on.
Okay, this one's for picking up the.
Loops.
Okay. Show me how to make sure.
For the loops, it also does the tsunami and the,
So that one up here. So you said it does the loops, the tsunami, and the funnel? Okay. Bring that in, please. Technical difficulties. Alright. Go ahead.
okay. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, how do you go about identifying your starting positions?
We use different positions on the map, like here for the cat and the dog, we use the two different lines. We also have an alignment tool that we can also use. So for like the water, all we have to do is line it up like you would anything else, put it on, and pull this up.
Okay. So you said 6 missions in total?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. Can you show me the? Okay, which one is this one?
Oh, getting the green one
Mission
person?
element?
Yeah, that's using the
I noticed it ran into a little bit of a problem again, but wasn't too sure if that was just a fluke. All right. Are there any other missions that use the light sensor?
No.
Okay. Do you use any sensor other than light sensor?
No.
Okay. So one of the things that you mentioned is that you designed the, okay, you said that you chose which missions you wanted based on robot design. Did you design the robot and then decide which direction you wanted to go with the missions?
We kind of had an idea of which missions we wanted to do because at the beginning we kind of looked at the missions and saw which ones we could combine to use so we could do it at once and not have to make multiple trips. So then once we got the idea of that, we kind of built our robot while thinking about the different missions we could still do it that way, which is why we have like the motor right here because it's a good height for other missions that we can also do.
Okay, what would you say the most complicated program you got is?
I don't know, what do you guys think? New ones. Yeah.
Yes, that was definitely a hard one to work out.
Just because the setup was kind of rough.
Yeah, I understand that. So what would you say the most fun, what was the most fun part of designing the robot?
I think working as a team to figure out how we're going to build the robot, and then working as a team to build the robot.
Okay. Were there any other attachments that you've been considering in the past for like past designs? I noticed you have this one with or without this attachment on it, and you have this one. Are there any others?
Well, at the beginning, we were considering having something similar to this, just with one rod, but it wasn't very consistent because there's some, up here, there's a little bit of wiggle room, so sometimes it would just go off because there was only one position it could get it in.
Is it not?
No.
Oh. Wait, it's not?
So 2 minutes.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
We were considering the one rod because there's really only space for one rod to go through, but we figured we should end up doing 2 because if it does somehow get off a little bit, we still have the chance.
Okay, were there any other types of attachments you're considering? Okay. All right.
Are your programs
up to 355, but normally, if most of the things run, it's about 300.
Okay. So besides consideration, I've heard you mention a little bit about the size constraints. What were some of the factors you were considering?
About the size, or?
Yeah, about the size of your robot.
Well, we wanted to make it small because there's like, you have the ambulance here and then the truck was up close and it was kind of all really, really close. So we wanted to make it as small as we could, but at the same time, we didn't want our wheels almost like under the NXT.
Okay, looks like we're out of time. Is there any final remarks you wanted to make?
Well, along with the size thing, we also didn't want to make it too tall so it wouldn't get caught under the airplane wire.
Okay, all right.
And then we also want to say thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck in competition.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Teams, are you ready? Timer ready. 3, 2, 1, let go! Alright, we've got both teams off for a great start. Looks like we've got the MindTwisters grabbing that ambulance and taking it all the way over to the corner. We've got the spaceship also taking the ambulance, but it looks like they were able to also push up the tsunami pieces. MindTwisters going, it looks like they were trying to help them lift up that house, but they got caught on it. Spaceship going on and they tried to push up that sign, but they pushed just a little bit too hard. With 2 minutes left on the clock, we've got the MindTwisters lining up the robot, getting ready to send it out, making a quick switch in the parts they've got on their robot. Spaceship running out. It looks like they've got a little bit of autonomous mode ready to set up those tsunami pieces, but it looks like they've already had them done. Grabbing for the ambulance and trying to push it how they need to with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and the spaceship takes the robot and brings it all the way back into the safe zone. It looks like they might just leave it there for the bonus points for that. Alright, so then back over to the MindTwisters, they're lining up their robot. Let's see what they're going to do here. They've got looks like a net sort of contraption. They might tilt it just a little bit on the way out. Let's see if that actually affects anything. It looks like it might have. They were in fact able to get that airplane. We got a minute left on the clock. They had the airplane down and it was on the runway. It looks like that did in fact mess with they're lining up just a little bit.
Try to detect the line and pick up like sometimes it fail to get the guy.
Putting on a new contraption on the front of their robot. Let's see what they're going to do.
Did detect the line.
Looks like it's just slightly outside of the base. We've got 30 seconds left. They've got the water bottle and the mom and another piece, and they're pushing it all the way over to the safe zone so that they can pick it, so that the airplane can pick it up. But it looks like it didn't quite get what they needed to.
Not good.
And may not have looked it up. We've got
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
on side A, team 11-498, the MindTwisters. And on side B, we've got team 8065, team Cuneo. All right. Teams, are you ready? Russ, are you ready? zone and they were able to get into the safe area. Junio went over for the door, but it looks like they're off just a little bit. They're going to pull it back. We've got 44 seconds left on the clock. MindTwisters running that, and it looks like they might be going for the...
Try that again.
Oh, looks like they were just a little bit on that safe zone area. 25 seconds left on the clock. Team Junio, they're going to try for the pieces again. Let's see if they can get over it. They were able to... Are you ready? Ready? Thumbs up. Yeah. Referees, are we ready? Timer ready. 3, 2, 1, let go! Skater by Titans going out to the area to grab that. The ambulance as quickly as they can. The MindTwister is also trying to grab that ambulance, but also go up just a little bit. In fact, trying to push the truck back into the wall. Skater by Titans setting everyone up. They emptied the ambulance all the way over to the area that they needed it to be. There's the robot up there. Closer, closer. They got the motorcycle, but they were not able to get the truck. I think that's what they were trying to do. And then 45 seconds left. The MindTwisters are setting their robot up. They're going to be probably going to pick up the tsunami pieces from what I can tell. Skater by Titans with a change of people. The MindTwisters were able to get those tsunami pieces all the way out, but they were going for the airplane and didn't quite get it. Skater by Titans is sitting there robot up. They're going to go for those tsunami pieces as well. There it is. They have all 3 of them now on the ground. The MindTwisters are going up. They're going to try and get the relief force go around to the safe side. It looks like we got caught on the power line. We got 55 seconds left on the clock. Skater by Titans trying to find exactly how the robot's going to go out. They're pushing the truck all the way over, but it looks like it got stuck on the building that they accidentally ran under earlier. 35 seconds on the clock. MindTwisters are going this. They're pushing the ambulance all the way over, trying to get that sign up, but it looks like it's stuck just a little bit, and they accidentally dropped it off. All right, we are back on to round 3, the final round of today. We've got match number 1 for round 3 on side A. We have team 12, 4, 54, the Tsunami Terabytes. And on side B, team 11, 4, 98, the MindTwisters. All right, teams, are you ready? Referees ready. Timer ready. 3, 2, 1, let go. We've got the Tsunami Terabytes going out there, getting those tsunami pieces.
Turn our way, turn our way, turn our way, turn our way, turn our way.
The runway, pushing the test buildings over into the wall. Tsunami Terabytes lining their robot up. Let's see what
I don't know why
they
he's turning this way instead of this way like he's supposed to.
They can't repeat that.
2 minutes left on the clock. MindTwisters. The robot is going out. Gonna grab the jack. Able to get him caught, and at the same time getting the points for those tsunami pieces. Pulling it back. Tsunami Terabytes going out, but they're going to push. Award recognizes the team that embodies the FLL experience by fully embracing the core values while achieving excellence and innovation in both the robot game and project. The judges have determined that the winner of today's Champions Award is Team 11-4-98 MindTwister! Those are things that are assessed on all areas that are important first. It is important to note that the judges had a very difficult time selecting today's top 4 teams who will advance to the Eastern Missouri State Championship at St. Louis Community College in Flo Valley on Sunday, December 8th, 2013. There are many, many talented teams here today. We ask that all team members and their coach please come forward to accept their golden ticket to the championship event. Also, please note that if you cannot accept this invitation, speak to Gene, and he'll make sure that we get it all sorted out. The teams who will advance from today's event to the championship in random order are Team 11-4-98 MindTwister! Team 73-37 Spirit Bots! Team 15-32 Thinking Outside the Box! Last but not least, Team 66-40, the Ski